Why do you do all that stuff? You threw our points at me already. Don't get mad at me because you have no self-control. I don't even think I have room for one, though. I don't think there's room for anything. Yeah, there's no room. Alright, I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. First case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in the court of law. Horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. Hold on, I'm drinking my tea. What I've read, I don't want to believe. Alright, so I'm thinking it's the lawyer guy. It's the lawyer guy. What's his name? Godo. I think it's Godo. What I've read, I don't want to believe. What's written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I've been catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. So dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him. Somehow. I don't know what happened to Pearl, though. Where's Pearl? Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. Cough, 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 cough. That's pretty high fever. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shishushito did not deliver the deadly blow. Yeah, just sick. Means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig at the murder weapon myself. I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Heh. That's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background. Actually. You mean Iris, sir? Nothing happened. I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And I probably won't be getting that from you. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Guess you get moving, too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge. How? I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side. Heck, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. Oh, just looking for a file. It's fine. I found it. Don't worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. So thank you, Gumshoe. Cough, cough. Cough. Cough, cough. Cough. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Overruled! You couldn't even wait till I was in court? Couldn't even wait till I was in court. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. In the meantime, I gotta continue collecting the evidence. Oh, you know what? Nobody said anything about my hair. I guess it was still wet, so it wasn't, like, in the way, so I'll put it under my headset now. Meantime, I've gotta continue collecting evidence. Anything of note? I think it looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. That really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. Kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Hotsukur Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. There aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. Ow, why hit me with a fish? You can't even wait for... I can't believe you couldn't wait for court to raise the objection. I wish I had brought my cell phone with me. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. I can't see the inner temple from here. I hope my eye's okay. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Like someone's taking the effort to ride to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Yeah, you have all the patience of a labradoodle. Let's go down here. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Clarice! Sure he'd be hiding here. So I'll try again later. Anything to note? This graffiti is scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. It's that objection! You couldn't wait until you had something to object to? I'm just saying. His very existence is an art of sorts. So it's really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. What do you object? What did you object to, huh? Like Sister Bikini and a bikini. Shudder, I gotta think of the kittens. Think of the kittens? What? Usually piled up on the straw roof. So the world like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. Sign says Heavenly Hall. It's pretty fitting if you spent a night in this little freezing shack. You'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. I wonder where Pearl is. It's the famous Eagle River. I gotta try out its rough rapids the other night. It has a really strong current. They weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. Dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clear you can see it from so far away. They're supposed to sell everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. This area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. Let's go to the main gate. Come on, please. It's for art's sake. I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. Talking about the heroine here. Heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah! Enough! Fools, 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 who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. When you agree, Phoenix Wright. Huh? Me? Wait a second, I know you. Ow! The reflex of mine need to shape up. Brain's frying like the sunny side up. You wanna grill me over my name? Fonzie, you can't do that. As we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse, isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book. Fonzie's Whippity-Whip Trip. Ah! Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. Before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you, whoosh. It's like that dude with the red underwear. And I'm going to forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Aye, off he goes. Humph. Thinking how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix, right? Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I'm Franziska von Karma, the Prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge! Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. I've hurt wind record for 40 long years. Now he is gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. By the way, this model is probably not suitable for Beat Saber. I got Steve. So yeah, don't request this for Beat Saber, okay? I'm pretty sure it's not suitable. Because what happened to your father? That's correct, it has no pants. Frank's right, you will fall before me, this, I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it's my little brother who's leading the defense. Edgeworth, come to think of it. He was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. This case has a special significance to you. Because it does. That's precisely why I'm here. Ah! So I tell you there's no pants, and so you decide to show the lack of pants to the world? Hey, Zelg, you're trying to be mean to me. It's abuse! Fox abuse! Fox abuse! Let's pass on your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. Probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile, it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolish fool. Edgeworth, make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. Came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's National Abuse the Fox Day? Sound like I thought you were here to bring me some cold correction, you know. Under the whole case file. Is it? Alright, I see National Banana Bread Day, Museum Selfie Day, National Hugging Day, Get to Know Your Customer. Ow! That's all I see. I think you made that up. I'm gonna read the whole case file on the flight over. Read the whole thing? Yes, every last word, every last sentence, of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting to read, you know? Turning across a burning bridge, do you even consider the dangers? No. One thing I thought in my mind was I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. I'm sure you let me know once the bridge was prepared. It's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. You know... Okay, I get the bridge is out. Okay, let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back over here. The bridge is out. We said it's like 20 yards across, right? Examine. Look, we said it's like 20 yards across. 20 yards. That's not that far. You know, hey, Maya, here's some blankets. Or, you know, here's a, you know, throw a lighter across. Throw, you know, some wood to burn. You know, here's something to keep you warm. Okay, apparently it's Squirrel Appreciation Day for some reason. Why? What did squirrels ever do for you? Yeah, Maya could come over here. We could talk to her. All she has to do is come outside. Or is she trapped? She might be trapped in that room. Can't see the temple from here. Wouldn't she have come outside at some point to see what's going on? I mean, she could. Ow! Do you want me to change it back? See the main hall from here? I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh wow, is that an ink of human kindness essence? Ow, do you enjoy causing people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? This is from the lady that's whipped every person she's seen. Then compared to that pain you caused with that lovely whip of yours. I don't know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Huh, the thing is small, I see. Phoenix, right? Perhaps not at all. Oh, you'll never defeat me. I burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. Time for us to settle this once and for all with our one final showdown. She mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. It's one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at Von Carlo Estate, is but a pet door. It's really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. It's a quaint little bell tower. Never would have thought that something like this horrible was about to happen. And I was ringing the lights out bell that night. Alright, let's go in. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? Oh my, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Waha, waha ha 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 ha. I'm gonna have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I bet let Mr. Cleese die. And then there's Iris as well. Mr. Cleese? Now that I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. Little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. Hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? The morning after the incident? The morning before the incident. I poke around. This altar looks a bit old. Someone just take care of it. Yeah, you already said that. Big Magatama. Alright, the walls. I don't think there's anything to gain by. Let's just talk. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. You're talking about your performance at the trial today? Believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mr. Cleese's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I see Cyclops. You must be telling the truth. So why are you unsure of yourself all of a sudden? That artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Like I might start flying myself. I saw that man testify so firmly about something so impossible. I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. See, this is the thing, like, if it weren't for the fact that Godo is in the court record, right here, I would think there was a doppelganger, a doppel Iris. Like, maybe her sister didn't die and is, you know, here or something, I don't know, but her sister was dead. Maybe Iris is the twin that got, you know, discarded? I don't know. Started to wonder if I had to just like him on some witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. Okay, that's empty. Let me bring in my water just to be safe. Put this back here. I think glasses. Both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth. Want to make this outfit? But Phoenix doesn't wear glasses. I don't know if you noticed, this is Phoenix. It's supposed to be Phoenix, right? Style. I can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. The night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple. Is that correct? So I'm sure it's Iris. Ow. But Iris claimed she was in her room at the House Secure Temple. I shouldn't have come back here that night. Because you did, Maya stuck all by herself at the inner temple. I'm so sorry. It's fast in that place, there's nothing to shake a stick at. Winter's especially bad. I bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. Get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of the Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? The only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there and is surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. Okay, I see. So a criminal will be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. Means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No, no, no. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Dunham. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like, couldn't she have, like, communicated, like, come outside, like, hey, I'm here, I'm okay. We could throw her food and stuff, throw her some water. Throw some heating pads, I don't know. A little more about the victim. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size or her bust size. Why are we stuck on this? For that matter. No, no, I'm wondering why she came to a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. This place is here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, you must know. There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I know she always referred to Miss Dunham as Mystic Elise. Oh? Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all of our visitors as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. Anyway. Ow! It's so loud! Anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure she's older than you? Hey, look, it didn't, Cinnamon didn't greet sound alerts. So I successfully got that one blocked. Say for sure she's older than you. Uh-oh. What is up with this? Seems Miss Elise Dunham was no ordinary visitor after all. There's Pearls. She was with Miss Dunham on the evening of the murder, and now she vanished. It's not gonna be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man, it's driving so bad, it's killing me. Pearls, she was with Miss Dunham on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know, I was busy preparing for the training. Didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. Murder didn't take place right in front of her. Innocent eyes did it. According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, come on. There's one place left Pearls to be. She has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. Alright, we're going to try. We're just going to take a look. We're not going to make a big effort at this. We're just going to see if we can break this. We probably don't have what we need. Oh, look, we got full health again. Things have become increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dunham had a special significance to this temple. Why she had a special significance, I believe this has to do with her true identity. What are you talking about? She was... Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Dunham's true identity. Alright, I do think it's Misty. Just to get some more clues before I try again. Yeah. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to the courtyard. Let's bring Sister Bikini witness the incident. Hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Shichishito is right there in Mystic Amy's right hand. Wouldn't this be in court? Shouldn't this sword be in the courtroom? If in court day, that wasn't the murder weapon. Seems that it must have been used for something pretty gruesome things in the past. Make it on the other side of the wall. There's about 10 feet. That's how steep the hillside is. Also, how the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Also, Miss Dunham was pushed from the top of that wall. Quite a bit of snow up here. Around here, skis aren't fun. The tools getting around. Slide now. That's got to be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Student staff. I definitely remember there was being a crystal spear attached to the staff. Guess we eventually found the spear near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what's it doing all the way out there? These lanterns gather around. Let's see that a few of them as they seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Going up there is the main hall, is where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it's built on a very steep slope. you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. My name is Duna was staying in the corner room. It's where she was pushed from that night. Alright, nothing there. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? This is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repair the bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I'd let you know. Oh well. Then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access to restrict to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You can get much more involved than me. Oh yeah. That's how it... That's how I meet. Ow. It's been a while. Scruffy. Hi, it's... Miss Von Karma! Sister, please leave the investigation to me. I'm a mine. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix, Wright? Ow! That hurts, you know. Silence! I, Francisco Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Let's cross the bridge. To the bridge. Wow, he actually repaired it. That still doesn't seem... How do you... Is that one long piece of wood? Look at that. Where'd they find... Where did they just bring a 20-yard long piece of wood up here? We can examine. Oh, nothing to examine. I guess we're good. Things certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. That voice. Pearls! Pearls, you're good. Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely I thought I was going to die. I woke up in the morning and saw the dusty bridge was gone. I realized I was all alone. All alone? It's been very trying for you, little girl. Ah, I'm Francisco Von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're a prosecutor who was so mean to Mr. Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. I like that. That's great. Good line, Pearls. Go get her. Mr. Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Are you gonna whip a child? Go for it. Yow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. I was about to say, yeah, don't whip the child. You don't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya? Ah, sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? What? Mr. Maya! Hey, wait! Pearls, she just ran off. Ow! That was cool, Phoenix, right? To make a little girl cry like that's inexcusable. What's that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I better take another look around so I finally got a chance. This is something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Hey, look, the furnace is undone. Some weird smell comes from that incinerator. Or is it also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside? Well, let's see what stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix, right? It's a bit strange, don't you think, Francisco Von Karma? Didn't remember. There was snow in this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix, right? It's impertinent to call people by their full name. What? Someone copying you. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along the path. Did Maya steal one? I don't remember how many there were. Phoenix, right, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. She'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. Thanks, right. What? Can we stop calling him by a full name like that? Just once a prosperous port? Port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that. That's an anchor from the wires that used to hold at the bridge. I think the wire that's tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there's ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix, right? I didn't say anything. See, dusty bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I'd say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. Simple yet sound deduction. Wouldn't you say, Phoenix, right? Let's go the other way. Anything over here? I don't see anything new. There we go. Let's just go in. What? Is that a Cyclock? Oh no, the door has grown sentient and doesn't want to talk to us. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in her training. It appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. Wasn't there 2 days ago? Someone's really giving off some strange vibes. This is more concerning to me. I think this yellow poster is Phoenix, right? It's a scroll, not a poster. Picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere, it's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air. Gravy is a type of sauce. When you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I suppose. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. Must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. Why would anyone do this? Find the scroll. I can do before and after view. Just a picture of Mr. Faye masters Korean tailoring technique. Why anyone cover it in gravy? Can't make out strong the scroll at all. Never understand you Americans are so-called artists. Artist? Yeah. It's an ancient dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix, right? I don't know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. Probably weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can't do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Let's look at those wafer-thin mattresses. Sorry, Phoenix, right? Wafer-thin? Yeah, you know. Thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. Guess you must say wafer-thick or something back in Germany. How about these mattresses? Certainly not. This door. I was here 2 days ago. That weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains almost sit there guarding something inside that cavern. Never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. Look like just the ones that guard a person's secrets during a cyclock. This lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? Thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. Prosecutor Godo! I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come we didn't show up at the trial today? Huh. I asked you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so that's something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. Importance of which is something you've no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I leave you. I have the measure of you. You're the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Huh. Guess I owe you one then. You can go now, princess. Time for the big boys to take the reins. Who do you think you are? The case is my... Whip him! Whip him good! Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Oh, that's a great one. Lady Von Whippingberg? Fantastic. Go home. Phoenix, right? Why is she whipping me? What do you know me for? Ha! Is there more cracks to the whip than that, Trite? What? You don't get it, do you? You don't realize you got set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. Something different about Godo today. You have such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger, or... let's just be friends, Godo. Is it sorrow? Why didn't you show? You got something important business. That's why you weren't in court, huh? What was it? I told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extracted from hell is a tedious affair. Meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is. Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean... That mask you wear is... So good advice? I promise it's not a fashion statement. My unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My side's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, keep this worn-out piece of junk as a body going regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How's that possible? What happened? I died. Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite. You. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended and who ended it for me. Well, Trite? Do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. Ah, more fox abuse! I think I do know about how Godo was killed. All become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Like I said, I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that exactly? A temple here on the side of the Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. So Sister Bikini said too. I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Went missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. My fate is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Don't you have nuts for that? Huh? Well, that's not impossible. She came here that night, and I'll say it again. Thanks for her being here, nil. Including, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. I haven't searched that cavern yet. Huh? Beware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chance of her being found alive are slim at best. No, which means, Trite, she sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! In this situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? She's blind for something, my equestrian angel. Don't you see that big lock and chains? That's a trick lock. I'm making preparation to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, so again, a woman dies because of you. Once again, what are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It's only 2 years ago, after all. The last unfortunate woman died because of you. Wait, what'd I say? Wasn't me. Do you know who that was? It's Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia, you killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, man. She bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught. I won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were there at the time and you and no one else. Your responsibility, you should have protected her. Mia was not someone that needed protecting, okay? You say Mia Fey was your teacher. I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you left your sister to suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced my death, no. What's this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... Afraid we can't do that. This area's always been prone to earthquakes. Need tremors to weaken the foundations of the training hall. Excess force to just break the lock open would. Well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern will be a thing of the past. Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Huh. Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on the trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? Ah! Thank you for the gift of subs, Frosty. I really appreciate the 5 gift of subs. And the hype train. You got a hype train. Who was it? Simple, the accused. I almost thought that was Corden, but that's a different person. What? Iris? When the acolyte goes praying inside the sacred cavern. It's responsible for blocking the entrance. Oh, thank you for having us, Carol. Ah, there's a pie stuck on my spiky hair. Obviously, the right. The night of the murder is no exception. Maya was trained there. Mr. McKean did mention a number of times now that I think about it. So the Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris accused is the only one who can open this lock. I arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. If she gets here soon, hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, should be getting back to work. Wait, Goto. Not sure about Maya, are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. Why isn't she... Like, what's keeping her down there? Better start praying. Better pray that a friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. It's worth a snap tried. So one thing I want to say for you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? That's what everyone says. It's like I don't have much of a choice. So I have to do what I can for now. Can we not do anything with the lock? Are we sure? Alright, well, can't do anything here. I gotta figure out where Pearls went. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself. But where's that coming from? I guess I better wash that off. That's what that'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Arrgh, my brain's just driving me nuts. Ah! Something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It's merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. Oh. So many, look at the pie stacking up. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Alric. The hype train continues. Level 3 complete. Oh, almost level 4 too. Well, thank you for, you guys are very generous. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How'd you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How'd you know, sir? Oh, yeah. I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I am kind of already stuck in there. Just trying to be clever or something? What's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. Look, it's not a competition. You've all been very generous, and I really appreciate it, okay? So, nobody, you don't have to give me anything. I really appreciate the generosity, but you never need to feel like you have to give me anything, okay? Although, hang on, let me look. You guys just did a bunch. Let me look at my emotes. Okay. So I thought we might have unlocked more, but not that it matters. Okay, I'm not trying to unlock more. Right now we have almost as many slots. Well, we got 6 static emote slots open and 5 animated ones that are accessible. So I mean, no, hold on, before you get too excited, okay? Listen, it's based off the number of subscribers at the moment. I said survivors. But that has gone down because you guys were very generous about a month ago. Around Christmas time, you guys were very generous. And those have ended now. So don't try to go for it. It's fine. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we're not close to the emotes. Okay. Hey, if you want more emotes, how about this? Okay, help me decide on the emote slots that we're going to, like, I told you that I'm planning on filling the emote slots soon, right? Remember? I'm gonna go and get some emotes. We have a Discord channel just for that. We literally have a Discord channel called Emote Ideas. So if you guys help me decide which ones we're gonna get 6 static, 2 animated. 2 months ago? What? No. That was like a month ago at most. I don't think it was a month ago. I think it was this month. I think it was a bit Frosty. It was this month. So we're just... Again, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, you wanted to push it to tier 5? Hype Train 5! Hype! Hippie! Well, I appreciate it, okay? Yeah, don't ever feel like you have to give me anything, okay? I'm telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Is it normally the other way around? I'll see you later. We gotta go to the garden, right? So, shall we return to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else would we do? We don't know Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Garden! To the garden! There's blood. Is that blood? There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling. Forget about that. I'm not. How am I guilt tripping you? I'm not guilt tripping you. It's fine. We're good. Strange feeling. Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? This is Maya. Ah, what are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A Von Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. There are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Let's examine first. Alright, first of all, we've got this thing over here. Charm something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. Was it at least Junum? Yeah, there's a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. And the cords found in both the victim and this charm match exactly. To me, like, the little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very, very big answers. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. Spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It's Maya. Yeah, and before your eyes, it's written in blood. Answer all of our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Was she a witch? Did she fly across? There are a couple of torches here. So you know all the light you can get up here in the mountains. I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recently are we talking about? Today's the night of the murder. I was training here on the night of the murder. Not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time. I guess. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. Almost perfect rectangle. Could have happened naturally. It appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. That was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. Sorry like that when the minute I got here to start the investigation. Wasn't police, and who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay? What is it? Top secret, you can't tell anyone, got it? This is gonna be something dumb, isn't it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it! Gog! Whoever cleared snow away must have had a reason. Well, I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Maybe they were digging. The lantern, a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What's this huge bowl here for? I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. I see this bowl has been broken. It's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. The cheers emote? Well, I that's my face earlier with water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Arrgh! I'm sleepy. You only come to me. Got it? Is there anything else of note? There's 45 seconds left. How's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working on the place. forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is clean as a whistle. That simply just not good enough, Scruffy. Think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. There are a couple of things that bothered me when you first got here, sir. A stone lantern in the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. I got the lab boys to look them over. Those were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I better looking at them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Goto tell you yet? Yes, we heard. Alright, what we get? I got a monkey of some sort. Oh, no, they didn't. No, they did not. Is what I got. Did you guys get the same one? Did you all get the same one? She got a search party. Out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He has got an Iris Defendant over here. We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the door to Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something, pal. Something too, pal. Huh? Wonder what it is. Somebody's expecting good news when you talk to him. I spoke to him. Mr. Edgeworth sounds so down like it. That's so many! Is that from all the hype trains we've had? How many do I have? Oh yeah, I got a bunch. I have a bunch of squirrels. How'd that happen? I don't know. Anyway, when I was talking to Mr. Edgeworth sounds so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Nice. These letters written in blood. Yeah. What's worse is the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Dunham's blood? We haven't done detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Huh, most interesting. Vic's right. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, the night of the murder, the stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's some really logical explanation to this mystery. Elise Dunham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. I was joking, that's impossible. Writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind seems to be likely the garden was seen in Miss Elise Dunham's murder. That's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? Alright, before we follow this, I gotta go brush my tail. I'll be right back, okay? We go brush. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, true crime scene. Miss Dunham was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. What was that? Oh, that scared me. Frost is shooting. Frost out here shooting. And when Sister McGee saw in the courtyard that the main people was... What was it? If that wasn't seeing the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Sure, the special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? Wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. We could easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quick you forget Phoenix, right? As an incident occurred, this place had been completely inaccessible. Because Dusty Bridge was completely burned out. I was routine repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. No, I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was seeing the crime, and I need to figure out exactly what it was that King actually saw. Okay. Alright, can we look at stuff? Wait, this will help. This will help. I think that's a good clue to break the locks. I'm just gonna double check in the training hall. Okay, nothing new here. Okay. Let's go back to the bridge. Nothing new here. Let's go check down here at the Heavenly Hall. Nothing new here. Back up. Okay, back to the main gate. Okay, something new here. Seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Go to manage to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. We got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright, sorry to interrupt Temple then. I'll see you later, Bright. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my phase is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by delicate position? This is quite simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? Also, I forgot to put my head. I gotta remember now. I'm so used to my hair being tied back that I have to make sure I get it pinned under the headset now. Understand, right? But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mr. Maya is rescued, correct? I listen to the voice of reason for a change of Phoenix, right? From now on, consider anything beyond Dusty Bridge to be off limits. We're going now. Excuse us. Hack! There's no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Are there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Objection. I mean, it's already there. It's kind of it. Sorry, Zelric. Sister Bikini looks like she shrugged so much since I saw her. Mr. Roofings, right? Strong, Sister Bikini. My, hello, you two. How are you doing? Waha. Waha ha ha ha. Hama. It's not that side. I guess you're still pretty down. I was just here, you know. Just accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Talking about Edgeworth? Just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault this has happened. Poor Iris, she's worried about my back. Would you believe? What have I done to her? Well, what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. We'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Wait, what needs to be done? Not anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ack! Claire! Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. Civil, you're the only ones who said that to me. Can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrew. Got a problem, Phoenix, right? Sure, she was ready to be testified so truthfully like that. I know she's still hiding something. It's time to break those sidewalks first. Alright, we're gonna save real quick just to be safe. Because we've already been doing this for like an hour. I don't want to like reload and screw up.
Take that!
Alright. Alright. Bam!
Take that!
This student had this charm with her at all times. Garg! Where'd you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. So then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. The thing speaks volumes about who Miss Dunham really was. And one other item unequivocally proved Miss Dunham's identity. What am I looking at? Discord. Silly. The timing on that is incredible. You know, Frosty, it's not golf scores.
Take that!
Paintings obscured by his gravestone at the moment. The scroll shows a master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of crap, Frosty. Ah, the crest reserved for the master of the Korean. Who would have told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. New master, my Faye, told me. What? Do you mean that acolyte? It's Misty Faye's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya's Misty Faye's sole successor. Oh, Misty! We did it! Oh wow, they all broke at once. I was not expecting that. Are they just trying to make it look difficult? Misty at least graced with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, while I nearly fainted. I haven't seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What's the significance of this talisman, sister? It looks like it opens. Korean talisman is a symbol of the master of Korean. Bear must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death? So at least Dunham was really Maya's mother, huh? Just makes you fade the master of the Korean channeling technique. It comes out at last. It looks like they were making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened to that called her out of hiding. Well, what happened? Well? What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Arg! Oh my goodness! Inner temple! This kind of tremor might... Inner temple? Your cabin in the training hall might very well cave in. What? Maya! It seems to have passed. I don't think I've ever been in an earthquake. At least not one that's significant enough to remember. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Zucchini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. You may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix, right? I won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at the moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. I just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. And Maya. Boom. Got her to the inner temple end. Right. Ah, what are you doing here? You when you were in college? Grrg! How could I have? How do you expect to understand if you don't speak up? Ow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now during the... It's easy to see Edward's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should know better than to escort the defendant alone. Yeah, you should have. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. Incident. Much to this day, doesn't it? There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. I thought an airplane crashed due to being close to airport. Yeah, I can see that. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous, why would I? Temple's like an island. There's no way to escape it across. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Mr. McKean mentioned something when we were with her. Said the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Do you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not wasting more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Why do we have to wait on him? Couldn't we just go? Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have expected. The doors got more sent. Whoa! How could there be even more locks? Well, what's the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Is the door sprouting locks? Is there a locksmith living in on the you know, the mountain somewhere that just like shows up and puts locks on stuff? Do we need to show the door evidence to make it open up? Right, is this what Godo was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. I was pleased to remove them with these at once. I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During an earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes, only I was stronger. Edward, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're going to talk with your face all green. Now it's Edgeworth. Go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth, he's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. Going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, mind if I ask you a few things? Do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried that I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks that someone's put on the sacred cavern's door, and who in the world would do something like this? Who in the world could do something like this? Who's carrying 4 locks around? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why the only person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I think it's that simple, Francisco von Karma. You're here. The first time there's only 1 lock. But now somehow there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. They wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Simply because they want to make sure Maya couldn't get out. Means the Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Why don't we go over and have her take off that one? Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. If I went through every combination with each of them, I could remove them. But it would take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day. Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. You gotta wait another day? Hey there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength for now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. What that might that be, Pinks, right? I think it's obvious. Iris, on that murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in the Hazakura Temple, too. Being spotted at both the Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. As if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Ah, more Cyclops. Oh, thank you for that. I knew it. There's something going on here we don't know about. Alright, well, let's save and we're gonna take a quick look. It could be this very easy. Who knows? Alright, let's try to break these Cyclocks. We have an evil twin. Night of the crime. So what you doing on that night? You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. You still claim that to be truth. Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me to, but I can't. This person saw you somewhere else the night of the murder. Everyone did. Oh, this person. Let's go there. Talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini. Testimony in court today was very clear. Oh, thank you for the pets. I took the pets. I accepted the pets. And I was helping Acolyte with her training, but in their temple blood. As you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So if Iris helped Acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. You attacked after you petted me and then tried to catch me. Sister Bikini didn't see you. She spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. You see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. Get one down. Call the bait and switch, and leave Cinnamon alone! Guys, actual training should start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. He's got 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. I would have left about 9:40 p.m., I think. Sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Nope, no good. I'm uncatchable. Huh? Now, you say you left the main temple hall. Figure that up with this. Ah! How many of those things do you have? That's your last one? Okay. Thing is this? You still testified to the contrary, don't you remember? So you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah, it was only moments before you rang that bell. You were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. We spoke a little that evening. And you gave me this. So you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. Okay. One more. That brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. 10 o'clock on the night of the murder. You were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the temple incident, you were at the Inner Temple. Second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. So, one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. Does she really have a doppelganger? Not this instant, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Means there must have been 2 of you. Can't think of any other explanation, Iris. That's crazy. How could that be? Only one of me. It's impossible. Possible? I wonder. But your trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Gulp. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me. I don't think we have anything that proves it. Oh, I got the colors backward. Look at that. It was yellow, then orange, or red. I don't think I can prove this. But we've never, I don't think we've ever been able to break those right off the bat. Finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count Iris to break these locks. So I should try to gather more clues. Search Bikini, Edward's gumshoe, and pearls. Let's go back to the garden. Just check. Cops still coming to the place. They look pretty nervous. I've been nervous too. It's gotta be a rough, tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edward. Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, Wright? Well, what do I want? You came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Well, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edward. Back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? Did you want to look into something concerning Iris? Yes. Thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. It's putting a lot of effort in the investigation of the garden here, huh? So high chances of the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. I'm sure you don't suspect Maya, do you? I treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 7 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edward found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit their courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, we passed out, and that's when that happened. A single gunshot that shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day. All because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? I think I don't know that. I was there, but... Such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself in my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edward, you're stronger than you think. There's no more of this self-pity, okay? There was something about that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So we went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for a file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in court. And 6 cases ago was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to the member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The one I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with the Iris and the Hazard Temple. Neither did the case. No, that one is completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. Explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Alright, we need to present something to him. What do we present? Hey, look at this. What do you think about this, Edgeworth? Sorry, right. Just turn on prosecutor. Can't discuss. Okay, Also, remember I said if you know, if he wasn't in the thing, I would say doppelganger? Anything about this? Nope, no good. I don't think we have the evidence we need. Alright, let's go back. There's no one around all of a sudden. It sure is quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go down, check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Okay, we're still... There's a lot of investigation going on. We keep having conversations, we keep talking to people. This is very thorough. Oh, Mr. Nick. Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing? What about Mr. Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is Loser Shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we found comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larry's did a picture of me. That sounds great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We're cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. Stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't you try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mr. Maya. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Hey, I got nothing to say to you, Nick. Life's here now. Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I gonna do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I see, look, I was right. There were no hands. Can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See? Someone appreciates it. Stuff getting the flames and stuff like that, you know? Supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. It really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. Mr. Larice. Sigh. Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Look at me like that. I'm some kind of... Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. This picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Because I was half asleep when I was here that night. I was wide awake after... I was wide awake after lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly how I drew in the picture. Also, this person is going left over the bridge. So I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. So I look down on your face. Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? I mean to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What exactly were you doing when it all happened? I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Dunham's room reading a book together. But Miss Dunham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were in her temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. More Cyclops, okay. 5 more. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you on about, Pearls? My spiritual power, it just disappeared. What? Powers disappeared? What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. Spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hotchkiss Temple? Try but fail, perhaps. There you go, Nick, you made her cry. That was really cool of you. Wah! So I thought. I'm going to have Fraker Cyclops to get the truth out of her. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Take that! Oh, 5 of them. Alright, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. After the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in at least Dunham's room reading a book together, correct? Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end. You didn't go. No, there's somewhere else I had to go instead. So worried, I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was so nervous. Rose never went to Miss Juno's room. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls? On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Let's save, just to be safe. I should have done that before. We've been doing pretty good so far, though. Alright, let's go back to where we were. I went to this place. You're here, didn't you, Pearls? It's just not going to open to me. It's where you went because you were so worried, right? The next question is who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? Yeah, you mean you know? If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth? Oh, okay. Once here is this. It's obvious what you were worried about. What you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? Ah! You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was a special course. After a special course. Yep, brave, reckless. Don't blame me if you become one of those you channel. She became scared you with what she said, didn't she? Because of it, it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Mr. Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. I went down. And we're clear now that she went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was she head over to the Inner Temple? It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. But the real train was supposed to start at 10. I want to get there before it started. There's so much snow I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. After 10, how'd you know what time it was? I heard the bell ringing for lights out. Heard lights out bell? The temple's bell is pretty small though, isn't it? Just have really good hearing. We were trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I don't want to miss it, that would be terrible. She was trying to hear the bell. Come with Pearls. Why are you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, you know, the reason you're so worried about the bell is because of this. What am I missing? I don't think we have it. I don't think we have enough information. Ah, we tried. Ah, we need more evidence. There's never enough evidence. Yeah, as long as we keep finding new stuff when we go places. Super King's back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. The Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Well, what's the damage? How's the Sacred Cavern? Looks like it survived. We have a bigger problem now. Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the Sacred Cavern. But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those strict locks are those of the Korean tradition. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh, yes. We're in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me about how the Master of Crane disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. About a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Misty arrived. And showed me the talisman the Pooh used as the master, she said. Someone's trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them. She failed. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line. So only one heir to the title of master at any time, and she's the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Korean, and her daughter is the main family. All the other mediums become branch family members, with no help in controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have, and always will, plot to erase those of the main family line. Is that the power of the master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. That time I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to communicate with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Your institution have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I can't expect you to be really rich by now. Saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho. You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe it anymore, you see, all because of one little mistake. A mistake? What mistake? 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. Incident? The SL9? Is she talking about what I think she is? Sure, the record still exists here. She's locked up, of course. It's called Deal 6 incident. Oh, close enough. Deal 6 incident. That's the name of the file. Deal 6 incident. I knew it. Deal 6 incident. I knew it. Well, I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney for that case. Murder took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. I just channeled the victim's spirit to learn identity of the murderer. And the medium informed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was, and the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It's the first case the world had ever seen the Korean technique tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the people, the judiciary, the people of the Korean village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And she managed to reveal the truth. We're finally making a comeback. Korean tradition is starting to recover at last. But with the new master wielding the power of the clan. Do you mean Maya? The spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. With each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right, it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. She lost her life. As a result. Do you know what Mia's rumored to have said? She said it wasn't she said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. I'm getting tongue-tied. I think I'm trying to go too fast. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too. Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now in Maya's home, Korean village. She was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose you know about Mr. Morgan's daughter. Then you must have already realized that Iris, huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter? Did you say that Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yeah, Pearls. Pearl Fay. I thought she was just an only child. You just that child? She's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. Well, she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? There are 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. Doppelganger! What? Twin sister? What did you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. Must be years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know, and in the end he remarried, and then that's when it happened. He decided to give up one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister. Could it be? Could you tell me more about one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? Sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't remember. All I can recall is her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. What's that? 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it's all because of Mystic Morgan's anger toward the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. Even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. Seems the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her, so Iris has a twin sister. Plot thickens. This information will be useless if I can flesh it out a bit. Ask some more questions and get some more information. Okay, we gotta move. Alright, let's start with... Let's go here just to make sure. There's more here, too! I keep thinking it's all coming together, but there's just more, and more, and more. Like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Corinne. Oop, I love my job. Here's the clues I find are no good. That's not what investigating's all about. Investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good case we have, good case we've lost along the way. I never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. What are you up to, detective? Investigating, pal. Made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. Promised I'd find the real murder weapon. Real murder weapon? That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Didn't have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? Can I see the letter? So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. It's like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. They're taking the bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in the Sacred Cavern, we're going to be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal. And who said it? Mr. Goto. Goto? What do you mean by that? How about that letter you found? Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting your gut here trying to find the murder weapon. All I find is some burn-up old letter. Burn up old letter. Yeah. It's in that incinerator right outside the inner temple. Incinerator? I knew it. I knew it wasn't. I wasn't imagining it. There was no incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take it. Look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure. Go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. That's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? Gotta be important just if it means spirit mediums and masters. Better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it into the trash when you're done. Living's a crime, pal. What do you know about the real murder weapon so far? It wasn't Shichu that found impaled in the victim's body. Did I report that in court today? Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. That's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for right now, huh? Hydrate, you got it. Yeah, man, it's a tiring work. Let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We use the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? Is it missile? What's the secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright? Where was the sword? Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal. Oh, it's a metal detector. That's too bad. I want to see the missile again. Any questions so far? No? I know he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So it's perfect tool for the job. A metal detector. Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give a scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've used this thing for hours now. It's pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe or not? Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright, then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. So sensitive you could make it cry. So high-tech you could skydive off of it. Oh, bother. So now I'm going to tell you how to use it. Also, the real murder weapon's around here somewhere, right? Sure. That's what I'm trying to find out. Alright, so first, let's turn the detector on. The sound of the metal detector signal bouncing off something. Metal. Metallic. Next. Move the detector around and give the courtyard a good look-you-see, pal. Don't worry, this will let you know. Here's that metallic. And that goes to press enter. Give it a good hard stare. I'd pick up metallic objects in from sight, too. So you look at everything, okay? Like right here, this... Like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. Who sends them out to catch detectives? They're real nasty. Trap? For detectives? You know, like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those. Got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger? There's this bit of cheese and it looks so tasty. I reach out and then BAM! I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. There's a ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. So everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. Plenty of guys like you always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. You plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice for a pro, pal. I thought I need advice from this guy in front of me. Oh, I got an achievement. Ladders for step ladders. Get every ladder. That's odd. This sled's made of plastic. There's key number 1 on the bottom. There's something under it. Hey, what's this? A badge? Aha! I've been hunting high and low for that. It's yours, detective? Things priceless for a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm glad I put that dime on in there now. How'd you manage to drop your badge here of all places? I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and... Stop right there. I don't need it anymore. This looks like a wallet. Aha! That's where it's been. It's yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. You still dropped it anyway? Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. The ball is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put any money in it anymore. How come the metal detector picked it up? Because of the bell, I guess. Shichu next to the golden statue must be a murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know, I just thought I'd check it again anyway. But yeah, it reminds me. You know about that sword? It's supposed to be represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. Think about that kind of stuff, Detective? Of course I do. Think about it a lot. He's a traffic cop, he's a detention officer, he's the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe's the Blue Badger. Just a pair of skis, nothing to use for our case here. Actually pretty good on skis, you know, pal. So I had to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind. Really? I had no idea. How good are you then? Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on snowboard. It's a pretty detailed answer. Oh, you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy. I was losing it. Must be the altitude. We better get back to the investigation. This is doing of staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. The detective's reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, things made of wood, alright? Not about investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. The whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? Weird this thing is causing a racket. Let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examine evidence job for thee. Ah! The top is coming off. What have you done? You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! It's a sword cane! That's a sword. Inside the staff. Could it be a murder weapon? Never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. That was the kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This is a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. You should give up trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. The real scene that comes in the Inner Temple Garden. Why was the sword used to kill the victim and found in the main hall courtyard? We don't. How do we know it's. I mean, it's a sword, yes, but how do we know? How do we know it's the same one? Hey, Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like aren't there any traces of blood on it. I guess this isn't a murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. But it didn't have fingerprints on it. You know, we don't know what happens if someone is channeling a spirit and then killed. Do they keep the appearance of the spirit? Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely a murder weapon. Great job, pal. About the same length as Shishido, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, we'll run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. It's gonna be airtight. Everything's gonna be airtight. Hey, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? Pretty busy guy right now, you know. You're going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please, till we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. Or I suggest when I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think? Maya's been murdered. Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of radiant there. Okay. Stop it with the face, pal. One thing, though. This staff secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? It's out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. Just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you gotta take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry, she'll be fine. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks. He doesn't have any money. How's he gonna... I mean, he's gonna take us there. He doesn't say he's gonna buy. I can't help but wonder, though. What's at least doing him with staff like this in the first place? Do we still have the, metal detector? Okay, let's see. Let's go see Edgeworth. So you go to the garden. Alright, do we have... Hang on, do we have, the sister? Yeah. Edgeworth, do you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Jim Kane told me, but... Problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There's nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken by the temple when she was really young. I think her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? It's Dahlia, right? She might know who this twin sister of hers is. I think you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth, please. It's my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn and due to my inexperienced defendant died. How about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who knows something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm missing something? What am I missing? Where's my badge? Oh. Oh well. I guess I'm not an attorney yet. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. Ah, the fish! They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister, well, her sister actually, they weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh, and this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. Now, Terry Falls died. What happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Did Pearl channel Dahlia? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right? I must confess that in reading her file, I didn't know the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persons of Mia Fey. Grr, nung hung, Mia Fey! Mia Fey! And the butterflies combusted. It's very sad. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. Her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's been a shock for you, right? For more reasons than one. Do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. Seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. What's that? About Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's her mother got to do with this? She's Morgan Fey, spirit medium from a branch of the family known of the Korean channeling technique. You say Korean channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes. It was connected to that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? It's involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. Come in the middle of a murder investigation, the police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She's a very famous spirit medium, the master of her channeling school. Do you know what happened? It's just of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. And her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth, the police records room, it's all in there. All I do is check the DL6 incident case file, and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real. Okay, we got some evidence. Alright, she's still working on it? Okay, nothing new here. Wait. Alright, we need to look at our stuff. Nightfall should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out, Belle. You must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Maybe the shoes are the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Remember, also make sure not to tell anybody about the stutter. Gravely roast the master and fire Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Okay, let's save. Are we gonna try to break this? Are we actually making an honest effort at breaking this? I think we got partially through hers, didn't we? No, we got partially through, what's her name's? Oh, she only got 3. I want you to tell me. I can't. Okay. Alright, we did this. Alright, we got the Sister Bikini thing. Okay, no shoes there. Lights up, Belle. Most reliable, see my most reliable witness. That's me. There are 2 of you. There's 2 of you. Can they be an explanation? Okay, how could that be? So one on me. It's impossible. Possible, I wonder? Your attorney seems to suggest otherwise. She's trying to suggest there's more than one of me? A firm grasp of the situation now. Iris, you have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Ah! That's right, Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I know that you know of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. This was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you was here at the temple on the night of the murder. There's your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit. You knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Ah! Did Maya do it? I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. It was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me, who passed away last month. Just as suspected. Iris' sister Bikini saw it at the inner temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? Because my sister always does the right thing. Excuse me? Because I must have gotten in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before, I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way. What are you talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago? That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. She was executed for her crimes! It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris? It's no coincidence that Eagle Mountain was where the change would take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Spend $2 million for her own father? That's awful. I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on her father. Revenge? For the betrayal! What do you mean by revenge? Because he ran away. This hideous man, he threw her mother away and then sent her to hell. Her mother? Who's talking about Morgan Fay? Her mother's the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The Fay family had a lot of influence in many businesses and political circles at the time. eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. This plan backfired, because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as master of the Crane. That would be Misty Faye, Mai's mother. For long, the credibility of the Crane tradition hit rock bottom. New master Misty Faye made a terrible mistake during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there. That's when you came here to the Hazakura Temple? Yes. When my father took it as his next wife, I already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see. Oh, I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family, Richie's been very battered spiritually and emotionally. I can finally begin to see how the pieces fit together. I've asked her everything I can in my capacity as prosecutor. Instant. Everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fake Clan. That's what it looks like. Why can't she take the one lock she put on? She put this lock on, right? Why can't she take it off? Alright, so there's just one more thing I want you to tell me. What is it? During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts. I see. Thank you for your help. You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There's still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Thank you. I suppose I better continue my investigation. Still one giant secret left unlocked. Pearl's a psych lock. Alright, we gotta go back. Yeah, we're getting to the bottom of this. We're getting to the bottom, but finally, you know, as the night gets ready to end. Because I was so late today. Look at that, they really did make a fire right in front of the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick. Ha, you're too late, Nick. Came here for one of our potatoes, we already polished them all off. Yeah, I pretty much got all the evidence I need. I just need to find out what Pearls was hiding. Alright, let's save again. We're gonna do really, really good on this. No wrong move so far today. Alright, we start with this. Alright, I think we made some progress before. Alright, this is where you went. You went here. Okay, you went here, didn't you, Pearls? So you're not still gonna run into me. So worried. That you're worried about. Maya. So that's what you're worried about, Pearls. Maya, wasn't it? Ah. You know the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it's a special course. We saw all this. So she became scared of what she said, didn't she? Because it was you who introduced the Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place. You felt responsible, didn't you? Thinking about what could happen to Miss Maya made me more and more worried. Couldn't sit still at all. So I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple. Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. Well, it's not clear what happened after that. What time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple? Right around 9:30 when I left the main hall. Heard the real train was supposed to start at 10. I was there before it started. There's so much so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock. Doctor, how do you know what time it was? I heard the bell ringing for lights out. Lights out bell? Pretty small though, isn't it? Just a really good hearing. I didn't figure the sound of that bell, that's all. If I missed it, that would be terrible. Trying to hear the bell? No, Pearls. Why are you so worried about hearing that bell? Huh? Oh, because you're so worried about the bells because of this. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper. Ah! Well, where did you... In the incinerator, the Inner Temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell. I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. Many more to go. These instructions were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls. For me, I know. As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. Last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I'll thank you for the pets. Ah! Ow! Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? No, taking into account the author of the note and the purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? We know, don't ever think of things, it's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. She's not staying in the ball? Yeah. Dahlia! It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. Ah! Hey, no, 3 down. Just as suspected. Wasn't Iris her sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night? It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was? No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions. I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to spare someone you've never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. Here's my next question. Who wrote the set of instructions for you to follow? It's gotta be the mother, right? Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your mother who asked you, that's why. How did you figure it out? The person who wrote this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Wah! Alright, 4 down, 4 down. Alright, we're doing good. Alright, Pearls, it's time you start telling me the truth. Mr. Nick, why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Don't underestimate me, you just got my child. Huh? You're trying to say I followed these instructions. I see some proof. What? Because I don't think you have any. No. Say anything rather than admit to carrying out these instructions. There's some more evidence. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls? Both know someone carried out these instructions to deny the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. I knew it. However, I knew that whoever did it was a child. Huh? How did you know that? Couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. That's a simple mistake? What do you mean by that? I'm sure you thought you carefully followed the instructions you've been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. I know you can do it. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. The gravy! The gravy! The gravy! It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it? Ah! Gravy roast! Get it? It said gravely roast, and she thought it said gravy from the roast. Ah, well what? Why would I do something like that? Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades, and bring our vengeance to fruition. She didn't know how to read the word gravely and roast among the others, right? How do you know that? Also, she died. Why can't she read yet? Remember the conversation you had with Miss Dunham on the night of the murder? I guess we can read some books together. Oh, really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Haha, well then we got to practice reading with me? Miss Elise? For example, how do you read this? It says gravely. That's just kind of a tough word. Miss Dunham taught you how to read gravely and roast. What she didn't teach you, what they meant. Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food. That's why he did it. That's why he covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. To be honest, I think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea. Just a tiny bit. I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked me. It's a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. I don't understand how people fail to burn stuff. Like, you know how you make sure stuff burns? You just stick it in there and hold it until it goes away. After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. The pot full of the leftover gravy. The gravy. I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I sure is the master of Crane, like I said in the letter. I see. And then? Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. I went to the inner temple guest area. Guest area? Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over. Why don't you just go to the training hall? Mr. Mine's main training had already started. I couldn't interrupt it. I stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then, Rose, did you fall asleep? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it. Don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? What, they were in the ball? I fell asleep waiting for Iris too, it happens. Anyway, then you found out yourself trapped in the inner temple. Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. There was no one at the training hall. Yeah, butts never helps. Hey, Palladium, how you been? Look, everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and I let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried. Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know it's like Nick. Nick used to leave me by when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. It's written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring. You channel Dolly Hawthorne's spirit? No. I tried, but I couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. I took all their nuts? Probably. Yep, they're gonna starve to death in the wintertime. Never failed channeling someone. This is the first time it happened. And I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. I just couldn't do it. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. She never managed to channel her spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone? Yes, I don't know what to do. Is there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit? Suppose there's only one other possibility. It's not very likely, though. Please tell me what it is anyway. If someone else was already channeling the same spirit. Someone else? What do you mean? There's only one of each spirit, right? Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick she's already taken. Thanks, Larry. That would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled to her spirit before Pearl's could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. A failure. Misty did it. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish. Final wish? Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully. This letter. I need to find more about it. My mother had gone to a place called a penitentiary. Yeah, I know, Pearls. I was there every month. Last month she told me. Time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I left you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do it exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Faith clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. My mother's always nice to me. I love her so much. Yeah, moms do anything for their kids, right? She was for the good of the Fake Clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fake Clan, so I had to be good for her. Did I lose audio? Do you guys hear audio? Did my headset just turn off randomly? I think my headset just turned off randomly. Do you guys have audio? Or did the game audio all of a sudden turn off? I'm not seeing any audio. Do you guys lose audio too? You guys still hear the game? I'm not... Okay, I'm not hearing it. Hold on. So you guys can still hear it. Move. You can still hear me. I can't hear the game. Hold on. Alright, turn my headset back on. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, good. Oh, technical difficulties. Alright, so you guys can hear me. Okay, so wait, you guys have no sound too? Let me double check my sound. Did it all of a sudden just... I'm just pick that. Did it work? Well, if you guys don't hear sound either, it's not my headset. Did the game just, like, lose sound? Okay, let's see. That's my mic, I think. No, wait, that's not my mic. No, this is my mic. It's just a quiet part? Is it broke? Oh, it's just a quiet part? Mr. Mike's part of the fake thing, so it had to be good for her, too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick? That's so weird! It just went completely quiet! Oh, what? It's like a trick! The game tricked me! That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick? I guess so, yeah. There was a picture with her letter, too. A picture of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually pictures enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time... Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before. It sure is pretty strange. Opened it already? Court letter updated in the court record. Thanks, bros. You really helped me out. You're very welcome. My mother's watching over us. So I'm sure Miss Maya will be alright. Look at that instant smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her? Huh. Yep. Hey, where's Treeborn? Hey, Treeborn, remember when I made the prediction about who was the murderer? Before the murder even happened? Hey, remember that? You guys remember that? What if I was right all along? Get it? Phoenix Wright. Attorney at Fox. Fox at Law. I don't know. Whatever. I figured out. Have you tried? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Gogodo! Entrance to Sacred's Cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why'd you say that? It's my phase and coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trite. It's like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but you were the only one who was by their sides. The only one who could have saved them. I didn't know anything about what was going on. Huh. What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all. Mr. Nick, is what that man said just said true? We'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Hi. Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick. Alright, have we reached a save point? My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. Okay, good. We reached it. We can go brush the tail. Alright, I'm thinking... I try to proceed a little bit, because we got a little bit of a late start today. So I'd like to make a little bit more progress. Alright, I'm gonna go brush my tail, though. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I mean, we got the trial. We're at the trial. So I might be able to make a little progress. Maybe we can get like half an hour in. If we have to save like mid-trial and stop, we can. Good morning. Oh, you're by yourself? Ah, morning, Pros. Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya? I'm sorry, we don't know yet. Investigation's still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple. Oh, I see. Is Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall? No, she's defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. Then, how come she's not here in the defendant's lobby? I have to admit, it's kind of strange. We're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby. Hey, Edgeworth. What's Iris doing over there? She's going over to taste testimony with the prosecutors as we speak. Taste testimony? You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution. Wait, what? Prosecutor squeezing her for a confession, or so I heard. Francisco von Karma, what are you up to? I'm just thinking, but Francisca isn't going to be the prosecutor today. What? And who is? Who else would it be but Godo? Godo? Francisca's engaged in some important work at Sacred Cavern. Sacred Cavern, you don't mean that she's... Exactly, she's been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. They had none assistance, naturally. I estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. But everything continues to go smoothly, and we receive some good news soon. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. I should go to nail this case shut today. We would fight like there's no tomorrow. You don't have to tell me that. Touche. I can already see it in your eyes. You're not the same fever-ridden, frantic maniac you were yesterday. It's strange. On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. You know, they said you can't do explosive or something, but, you know, there's bolt cutters. They're designed specifically for cutting chains and stuff. And those aren't, like, they're not really fancy. Like, you just, you know, use leverage. Also, maybe after that, I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger. Interesting. Maybe you passed your cold on someone else, literally. With that, I leave the rest in your capable hands, partner. Thanks. Don't have any answer for the most riddles plaguing this case. Everything surrounding the murder of Miss Elise Dunham. No, I mean Miss Misty Faye. Impossible fight Larry claims to have seen. Also, they have like hacksaws, you know, those are a thing. Even like a, you could get even like a power saw. Impossible fight Larry claims to have seen. Probably. And what that woman was really after. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of the Hazakura Temple. Your Honor, what are you? Who? Me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he got a scorching fever and fainted. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him. I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That explains a lot. But one's from Canada? My poor brother. He looks a bit pale, but not to mention sad that he couldn't be here. Couple number 1. We gotta remember to keep track of that between days if we don't make it. It's possible to predict what the future has in store for any of us. It's precisely why people feel the need to judge the past. We, the court, have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment. Well said, Mr. Godo. I understood exactly what you said, at least up until the end, anyway. Now then, Mr. Godo, please proceed with your opening statement. Humans are fragile, fickle beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. The bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of this mug. So then you mean... forget it. What do you mean? During yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today, she has had a change of heart. Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple has a confession to make. Confession? The defendant? Iris, why didn't you discuss this with me first? Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession. Upon meeting a beautiful lady, I always ask for her name and profession. That's one of my rules. My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple. Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes. But first, I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore. It's alright. What is it? Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. Are you actually confessing? Are you saying that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Dunham? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to the Azazakura Temple courtyard, where I desecrated it. Well, what? Order in the court. Order! I mean, she would have to, because... Witness? Are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes, that's correct. What? 3 minutes in court and I'm already covered in a cold sweat. It's cup number 2. Ha! Everyone on the planet is accomplice to something. It just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder. Isn't that right, Mr. Trite? That Goto. This is the confession they were conferring about. As you say this, it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie. I crumpled up, shoved it in my pocket. Okay, now little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions? Iris covering for someone? No, now I'm definitely up to peak without a paddle or a life jacket. I've been at Hosker Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hosker Temple was run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. Our mission is to protect the main family. I'm sorry, but main family? Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if I need to protect her. Daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique. Mystic Maya Fey. Huh? I gotta smell the coffee, Trite. She's naming Maya? Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer? I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her. That's ridiculous. Maya could never. It's a reframe from me to appropriate time. Wait. Go back. That's the wrong one. Okay, do we not have we don't have a picture of it yet. Okay, we don't have a picture of it yet. The garden. Okay, there's a lot of red. But then another, Maya's name was written over here. So I wonder if she wiped off the name and wrote Maya. Mr. Raven coming until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on that night of the crime? Yes, Your Honor. Thought I was perfectly unexpected. Never imagined the case would wind up going this direction. When the Inner Temple that night, we saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. Mystic Maya was still stumbling. Mystic Elise moved and delivered a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it. So it was in self-defense? Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried to protect Mystic Maya. He moved the victim's body to the temple so that Maya wouldn't be suspected. Isn't that right? Not bad, you got the instincts for a true criminal. Something's not right. Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday. The Iris never went to the Inner Temple that night. And the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it. Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Alright. Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You said yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the Inner Temple. Did she now? Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go? It was in the Inner Temple's training hall. A private conversation between the two of you does not constitute testimony. That would be properly described as hearsay. Now, what do you have to say, witness? I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time. Mr. Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she? I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder. There, we all understand how difficult this is. Also, they keep saying self-defense is murder. Self-defense is not murder. I understand how difficult this is for you. Now, let's continue the testimony. What did you witness in the temple garden? Well, Your Honor? saw mystically strike Mr. Maya with her staff. You're saying that the victim attacked Maya, I mean Miss Faye. Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Maya was struck hard on the head, like she was going to collapse. What were you doing at the time? Why you stop them from fighting? I am terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. Couldn't even speak. I was in such shock. That's perfectly understandable, my dear. Doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute. What happened after that? Mr. Maya was still stumbling. Mr. Gleason moved in to deliver a fatal strike. She moved in to deliver a fatal strike? Yes, I'm sure of it. She down her staff and reached into her robe for her weapon. Wait a minute. What was this weapon? It was some kind of dagger. A dagger, huh? This dude tried to stab her with this weapon? To kill Miss Faye. Yes, exactly. Ha! You look like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcestershire sauce. I hate that word! Do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy? Huh. Do I have a problem with our testimony? Your Honor, I have a small problem with this witness testimony. You do? This witness is your own client. Yes, well, nevertheless. That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to testimony. Yes, sir. Oh, hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that. Listen, Gramps, I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me. Nunga! Okay, now, let's continue. She threw her staff away and pulled a dagger from inside her robe. Threw her staff away. Mr. Lease was trying to kill Mr. Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon. It's true, it's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff. Stratus, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her staff. Yes, that's what I saw. Anything odd about that, Mr. Wright? Yeah, it's odd, alright. Mr. Lease attacked Mr. Maya with a dagger, I'm sure of this. She tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. And then, she turned things around and then she used the weapon she'd taken and lunged forward for a strike. Witness, are you absolutely certain? Yes. But believe me, she had no choice. She might have done something. My face name would have been written on this autopsy report instead. Ow! Yes, I see. So, this is bad. So I can't put the pieces together. So I find the contradictory testimony. Mine's complaining for this. No, we're fine. Ow! Why are you putting rocks in your snowball still? I have this to say. Only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it. So you're saying Maya Faye was the one who stabbed Miss Elise Dunham? Sister Iris, is that really what you saw? Yes. Tisk. Try it. 3 cups of coffee. If your mug is filled with black and bitter suspicions, the only way to get rid of them is to drink them down quick. Like this. That's supposed to be a metaphor, but I don't get it. There's only one thing you need to get. Try. It's called evidence. Hurry up before my next cup gets cold. What does that mean? Go to waiting for me to point out the contradictions? I'd avoid the whole spirit channel thing if I can. What would be inadmissible as evidence? I think it might actually hurt our standing with the judge. You pick her part testimony and expose unnatural sounding parts. I don't know how I should tell a story like this. There's 2 things that I noticed that just don't add up. 2 things. Problem is if I do it wrong, it's gonna get silly. Yeah, the staff is the obvious one. But he said 2 things. 2 things I noticed that don't add up. Sister Iris, there's something strange about your version of events. Huh? This student throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me. But all you can do with the staff is hit someone. Ow! I'm back. Not that you would know this, Sister Iris, but Victor's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it's a sword. Ah! At least Dunham really had wanted to kill Maya Faye. You waited too long to let me recover. I recovered. She wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Now I'm sure she had a beautiful blade in her hands already. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say? Fourth cup of coffee. That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? Never would have thought there was a sword hidden in that staff. Even so, how should I put this? Longsword is unwieldy and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat. That's why she chose a dagger over her blade. Oh well. Anyway, the type of weapon she uses and what's important. One thing is she tried to kill Maya Fey. There's nothing strange about that. There's no problem with her testimony. There's nothing strange about this whole testimony. Right, the prosecutor has a point. Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument. Mr. Wright, I have here another piece of evidence that shows this testimony can't be trusted. Because Miss Lee Dunham would never attempt to take the life of Maya Fey. Elise Dunham would never have attacked Maya Fey. How can you be so sure? Because the victim's real name was not Elise Dunham. Her real name was Misty Fey. Fey? Ah! No, not Misty Fey. Well, who is this Misty Fey? Is she related to? Misty Fey is the master of the Korean channeling technique. She's also the mother of Maya Fey. Are you serious? Is it really true, Mr. Wright? Is Elise Dunham actually the great mystic Misty? There's no doubt about it. It looks like ours had no idea. I can hardly believe it. The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecutor can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Ugh! Maybe another cup of coffee. Order in the court. When first hearing the witness testimony, it seemed natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented. 1, the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a fight. And 2, the two people battling to death were mother and daughter. Some facts being believable when taken on their own. When taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe. 5th cup of coffee. Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Except for one little thing. Yes? What is this one little impossible thing? Ha! You just don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under-roasted? But you have no idea, Gramps. You get to your point. Heard this witness confession this morning. Just I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. You're gonna ruin your health, my friend. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession, a detective would love to investigate sent to the crime scene of the crime. And he discovered this little beauty. Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing? Obviously. Your Honor, but do you not know something else? Did you mention it? If you look closely, there appears to be blood on it. Where'd you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene. Did you investigate the pine tree at the crime scene? Huh? Pine tree? The dagger was stuck in the backside of the pine tree. Last blow struck into the battle between the two women. So babe was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree. Which means... Oh crap. It means the dagger belongs to the victim, correct? Ha, were you even listening, old man? I chose confession this morning. I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee. Did you say it was your 8th just a few minutes ago? I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice. In case the court will accept the dagger's evidence. Furthermore, I ordered that blood tests be performed on it immediately. My sweetheart, make sure you treat her right. Bailiff, get this piece of evidence to the crime lab for testing immediately. Now then, testimony we just heard had numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible. 6th cup of coffee. Cute girls never lie, ever. What? He's obviously never been to high school. In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court. About what, Your Honor? About the incident you saw, the battle between the two women. Yes, Your Honor. Miss Maya stumbled briefly over after being hit over the head with the staff. She dodged Mr. Lee's next attack and stole her weapon. And Mr. Lee was on the one on the defensive point with the back to the stone lantern. As Miss Maya stabbed Mr. Gleese. Gleese managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. Hold on a second. Do we have an autopsy report? Stab in the back. Police managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. Alright, we're gonna press on all those, but very heartbreaking story. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore. That seemed reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Alright, let's go. We got this. Don't breathe after being hit over the head with the staff. Iris, where were you standing when you witnessed all this? What do you mean? Well, if either of them had noticed you, they might not have continued their battle. I wonder if that's true. To them, they were standing near the garden's stone lantern. I was watching the whole thing from behind. It's dark where the two of them were, so... That's why they didn't see me. Oh, so it was dark in the garden when the murder took place. Tell me, what did Miss Maya Fey do after she was struck? Then she died Mr. Lee's next attack and stole her weapon. What happened to the victim's staff then? I'm not sure. The area was very dark, so I really couldn't see. It got knocked away somewhere as the fight escalated. That makes sense. That would explain the need for the dagger. She raised the dagger to strike. I dodged it at the last second. The dagger struck the lantern and fell to the ground. Then at some point, Mr. Maya picked it up. It sounds especially strange yet. What did it do with the weapon stolen from her? Suddenly, Mystic Leaf was on the defensive. Suddenly, Mystic Leaf was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern. You're saying that Maya Fey turned the tables on the victim? Yes. Miss Maya wasn't herself at the time. After all, her life was in danger. I still can't believe it. The idea of Maya cornering someone at knife point is just silly. Is that 6th? Or 7th? I already lost count. I think it's 6. As they say, a cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. I'll say. You hear that? Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal. Remember that. I believe the correct description of a cornered fox is scared and petrified. No, I don't think that's right. Your analogies have grown tiresome. She was the one who started it. Anyway, after Maya Fey back the victim in the stone lantern, what happened next? So Mr. Maya stabbed Mr. Gleese. Are you absolutely certain that's what you saw? Yes, I'm almost certain. Almost. The garden was dark. I couldn't really tell who was who. What did you just say? In other words, it could have been someone else entirely.
Objection!
We know that Maya Fey was at the inner temple that night. And that the woman that was killed was Elise Dunham. Isn't it fairly obvious who attacked who? Erg! I don't have anything to counter that yet. Well then, let's continue the testimony. Yes, Your Honor. And then faced each other for a moment. Miss Maya rushed straight into Mystic Lease. Mystic Lease doubled over and fell to the ground. Huh. She was stabbed in the stomach, huh? Yes. Mystic Lease managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed. Where did that dagger go? I had no idea. It was dark. I couldn't see. According to the detective, we found the dagger. It was stuck in the pine tree in the garden. Looks like it was flung toward the tree after the struggle. That's the most likely explanation, yes. Being stabbed in the stomach, the victim collapsed right away? Now that I think about it, she seemed to stare at Mystic Maya for a while. Maya stood there, not moving an inch. Felt for a moment like time had just stopped. Huh. Then, suddenly, as the spell worn off, Mr. Lease fell over. A reasonable story at first, but there's one thing that's completely impossible. Your idea of Maya stabbing someone. That alone is impossible, which means this faulty testimony must contain another contradiction somewhere. Clearly it does. Alright, we're gonna save, just be safe. Because I know what we're trying to do. I just know we're pressing at the right place. Oh, no, wrong place. There. I was one spot too early. Somehow just isn't right today, Iris. Huh? Till now, I didn't think you were the type to make such a careless mistake. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions. Well, what do you mean? What's wrong about my testimony? According to you, My face stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct? Yes, that's right. Well, in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, right? Yes, I think so. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. Ah. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Virus, I appear to notice the doubt has sprouted from your testimony. Ah. Is this Iris at all? What? What's the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? 7th cup of coffee. Ah, simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift? Is that all you have to say? I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. Please knock it off the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already. When it's too much testimony, it just doesn't make sense. Throwing away useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter. And now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There are some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, how about it? Well, it's just... You asked me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing. What do you mean? There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. To pick out each one requires total concentration and use of all the senses. Are you really concentrating on what the witness actually said? Mr. Goto, explain yourself. It was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguous, she said. That the garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. Human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light. Light. By the way, did you know? Hazakura has ruled that on nights when an acolyte is at the inner temple training, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit. I didn't wonder what the stone lantern was there for. Well, that's true. Should the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly? Normally, yes, Your Honor. According to the head nun in such a bikini, on the night of the crime, it is impossible to light that stone lantern. Impossible? It hadn't been used in a long time and the wick was no good. In other words, it had to have been nearly pitch black in that garden that night. There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all. Most enlightening. 8th cup of coffee. And that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. If doubt was dropped, it would be difficult to see. That explains why they didn't recognize each other. We still don't have a picture of that, do we? We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. That's why humans are weak. Is that right, right? No! Order! Here, Your Honor. I present the stone lantern into evidence. It will rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Why is just sitting there with that look on his face? What's wrong, Your Honor? Was the flame too hot? This lantern, there's something written on it. Why, it's written in blood. Oh boy. Judge didn't know about that yet. Written in blood? He can't see because it's red! It says, this is Maya upside down. Oh, what the? Oh yes, that's right. According to the stab by Mystic Maya, at least didn't fall down right away. Must have been writing that on the stone lantern behind her. With the blood that was draining out of her body. Certainly looks that way. Hang on. Just a minute. What are you all talking about? What do you mean, what are we all talking about? Talking about the message written in blood. Oh, nonsense. This lantern is clean as a whistle. Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? I think about it. He did say something to me yesterday. My side's pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles in my head, I still can't see everything. Yeah, he's trying to save points. That's what he meant by that. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. Now I know that the crime scene was dark. And the victim saw this message on the stone lantern. Mr. Goto, anything further? Mr. Goto? Okay then. Let's move on. Goto's literally shaking, and somehow I don't think it's from caffeine overdose. It has now been established that Miss Dunham was killed by Maya Fey. But that's just wrong. Now it's time to turn our attention to you. Yes, sir. Having died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We're all ears. Should we save? Oh, it's too late to save. You know, I think we can probably stop right here. Alright, let's save right here. We'll call it, okay? I didn't say I want to go till about 10:30. So we made a little bit of progress into this. So we'll stop there. And we'll just exit. Ah, I need it. Alright, so that's it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely Tuesday. Tuesday? Feels like Tuesday. We're back tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this game. I'm not confident. I did look up how long this episode is, and it's like 10 hours, which would be pushing it even on a, So I think we're 5, maybe 5, 6 hours in to this episode. So hopefully we can make it a good shot at it tomorrow. If not, I think we'll get close to the end. So anyway, that's it for me tonight. So sleep well, have good dreams. Be nice to foxes. Stop being mean. Okay? Good night, everyone. Fox out. Night night.